Friends, in this video, we are detailedly study about what are the different types of the drives or classification of electrical drive. So let's begin. That will be very important point as concerned with university examination point of view, because most of the time in university examination such type of question is basically asked for the 5 marks. So that question is explain the different classification of a electrical drive. So friends, first of all we can understand what will be the concept of drive. So as we have the detailed understanding of drive, so drive is the system employed for motion control. So obviously, if we are using the electrical motors, such electrical motors are called as a DC motor and AC motor. Depending upon that, we have called it as a electrical drive. So friends, basically electrical drives are classified according to the type of supply. Basically, according to the type of supply, the electrical drives are the classified into two ways. That is according to supply. That is first type of supply is called as the AC supply. So that type supply that we are using in our day-to-day life, and second type of supply which is called as the DC supply. So according to the type of supply, this type of energy we call it as the electrical drive has the classification which is called as AC drive, and depending upon the DC supply we called it as a DC drive. So in basically AC drive, what we are using different types of AC motors. So such AC motors may be called as the induction motors or synchronous motor. So such a classification is called as the AC drive. Okay. So the second type of classification of electrical drive which is called as a DC drive. So in DC drive we are using obviously DC motor. So DC motor should be a DC shunt motor, DC series motor, or third that is called as DC compound motor. Okay, this will be the classification basically depending upon the type of supply. But friends, according to the syllabus of the electrical drives, basically according to the type of applications that we are using, that is electrical drives classification basically according to its type of application. So the electrical drive are classified as first type of electrical drive which is called as individual drives. So what do you mean by the individual drive? So in simple language, if we are using separate motor for a separate operation, separate motor for a separate operation, separate operation, separate operation, then we call it as the individual drive. Okay. The second type of classification is called as group drive. So obviously group drive we are using the n number of basically the applications. So if you are using a group drive means a single motor is used for single motor is used for multiple operation means single motor will control the n number of operation in industry. Such kind of drives are called as the group drive. We will discuss in detail later on. This will be the first of all the introductory part. Then the third type of classification is called as multi-motor drive. So what do you mean by the multi-motor? The name itself indicates its meaning. It has the multi-motors means more number of motors are used for basically more number of motors are used for only one application. Okay. So such kind of drives are called as multi-motor drive. Friends, let's will start to understand the detailed understanding of the classification of electrical drive. So let's will start to explain or understand the concept of the individual drive. So what do you mean by the individual drive? So friends, as we know that basically in this type of drive there will be a separate driving motor for each individual load. So obviously the name itself indicates it is a individually drive. So we are using a separate driving motor for each individual drive. Okay, so that will be the first part of the understanding. In the second, that is one motor is used for the transmitting motion to the various parts or mechanism belonging to the equipment. So obviously only one motor is used for the transmitting motion to the various parts of mechanism belonging to the equipment. Okay. In the next, this motor is also imparts the motion to various parts of the machine. So what will happen in concern with the individual machine? So obviously that the individual drives are the drives which will use for the separate motor for the separate operation. So in that particular thing, these types of drives are basically imparts the motion to the various parts of the machine. Means a single, that will be the single motor will give you the motion transmission to the different parts, that is called as various parts of your machine. So this is in concern with the individual drive. Okay. Then the next understanding concept, that is, this will be the diagram of the individual drive. So this is called as the motor. This will be the application. It will be the machine tool, maybe a lathe machine. Okay. So it is a lathe machine. So this will be the basically shaft. This will be the motor shaft. We called it as a motor shaft. And now this motor is connected to some mechanism. That mechanism should be a belt. Okay. So due to that some mechanism, okay, that the mechanism is connected to that particular machine. So as we have the basic concept in electrical drive, suppose this will be the block of your motor, and this will be the block of your load. Okay. So it will be a motor which having a motor torque. It will be a load which having load torque. It will have angular velocity. So obviously this motor is considered as this motor. This load is considered as this load, and this mechanism, that will the coupling, that is a transmitting the motion, that particular part is called as a transmitting motion from motor to the load. Okay. So that the speed of that particular may be depending upon the rotation of your application, may be angular velocity in anti-clockwise direction, or maybe basically angular velocity in a clockwise direction. So it will be the depending upon the type of supply that we are giving to your motor. So this will be simple diagrammatic understanding of the individual motor drive, in which we are using single motor for your single application. Okay. So we can discuss again in detail what are the different things in concern with the individual drive. So individual machines is fitted with its own motor, obviously. So each operation has complete control of his machine. Obviously it will individually controls its machine. So an individual drive system, each machine's tool has its own electric motors. Obviously, as we have seen in different industry, for the lathe machine, obviously we are using separate motor for a separate machine tool, obviously which drives the machine through the belt or chain or gearing or by direct coupling. The system is also called as self-contained drive. Self-contained drive means it will beg its motor on its application. So this motor and this will load. So obviously if this will be the load, so obviously this motor is directly coupled or directly connected to that particular load. So that's why it is called as self-contained drive of electrical system. Okay. So this will be the in concern with the individual drive. So let's we start to understand the different advantages of the individual drive. So as we have the first advantage, so the flexibility in layout. So obviously friends, individual drive, that we are using a separate motor for a separate application. So the flexibility of such a kind of drives are obviously more. So that will be the first point of understanding. Then the second point of understanding, that will be called as the each machine operates near to its rated capacity. So the efficiency and power factor is obviously better because we are using the separate machine for the separate operation. So due to that, the efficiency and power factor is more in concern with the individual drive. Then the third part is called as fault on any machine doesn't create a problem for other machine, because obviously we are using a separate motor for a separate operation. So due to that, if some of the fault will happen on that particular motor, that will not affect the other types of drives or the other types of machines. So that will be the another advantage of the individual drive. Okay. Then the next advantage is called as the appearance of layout is quite good, because the load itself carries the motor, so obviously the appearance of the such kind of individual drives are very good. Okay, then the next point of the advantage, that is called as it is basically economical on the term basis, so obviously the cost of that particular drive is quite less, so obviously that the drive is very economical on the long term basis, obviously. Okay, then the next type of advantage is called as very important, that is speed control of individual machine is easily possible, because we have to control only one machine. Okay, because at a separate application we are using the separate machine. Suppose we are using some of the DC motor is used for the application, call it as the belt drive to some of the mechanism that we want to move. So obviously friends, speed control of that particular DC motor will be very easy, because it will be a separate motor, so we are employing the different types of speed control methods. Such methods may be resistance control, such methods will be obviously such methods we called it as the second type of method, which is called as the armature voltage, or we called it as the field flux. Okay, so obviously such kind of the speed control techniques are individual machines are easily possible in concern with the individual drive. And the next very important advantage in concern with the individual drive, that is called as the future expansion is possible. So what do you mean by the future expansion is possible? Because friends, while we are developing any kind of the industry, so obviously we plan there should be a future expansion in the industry. What do you mean by the future expansion in industry? Means we are adding the different kinds of operations and motors in that particular industry. In concern with the individual drive, the future expansion is possible, because as we have the individual load is using an individual motor, so the future expansion is possible in concern with the individual drive. So these are the different advantages in concern with individual drive. Now we can move towards the different disadvantages of electrical individual drive basically. So various disadvantages of individual drives are, the first disadvantage is that it will having the high initial cost. So obviously in individual drive we are using a separate motor for a separate load, so we are using a separate motor for a separate load, so obviously the cost of such drives are very high. Okay, so that will be the first disadvantage. Then the second disadvantage, the power loss in transmission. So obviously if we are using a separate motors for a separate load, so obviously the mechanism in between the power transmission, that the mechanical of power transmission may be, obviously the motor will having a mechanical power, now we want to convert that mechanical power to that particular load, so obviously the mechanism in between that the motor load combination, so that mechanical combination will provide a different types of losses, so the power loss of transmission is more in concern with the individual drive, so that will be the one of the disadvantage of the individual drive. Okay, so friends, next we will start the next important bit, that is called as what are the different application. So such kind of individual drives are used where it is available. So as we have discussed, the first application of the individual drive, which is a drilling machine, so obviously in concern with the drilling machine, so these drilling machines are maybe small, the drilling machines are in maybe in medium size, or the drilling machines are in large size in industry, so obviously such kind of drilling machines will employ the individual drive, so that will be the first application of your individual drive. Then the second application of individual drive is called as a lathe machine. So lathe machines obviously will using a separate motor for its operation, so this will be the another example of your individual drive. Along with that, various machine tools will employing such kind of drive. So such kind of drive is called as the individual drive. Okay. So friends, let's we will start the next classification of your drive, and that the classification is depending upon its application. So such kind of classification is called as a group drive. So the name itself indicates its meaning. If we are using obviously the one motor for the n number of application, then the name itself indicates it is called as a group drive. So obviously what do you mean by the group drive? Now we can understand in a several group mechanism or machines are organized on one shaft and driven or actuated by one motor system is called as a group drive. So another name of that particular group drive is called as shaft drive, because as we have the simple concept of understanding in concern with the group drive, we are using that is a single motor to shaft. Okay, for shaft we are using the n number type of load to that particular motor. So this will be your motor 1, this will be your load 1, this will be your load 2, this will be your load 3. So obviously a single motor that will be basically used for the n number of type of load through some mechanism. Okay, so such kind of drives are called as the group drive. So basically this motor is coupled to different load by the shaft. So sometimes such kind of drive is also called as the, due to the use of the shaft at the various purposes. So such kind of drives are also called as the group drive or the shaft drive. Okay, so obviously the next very important point, that is a big size motor drives a common shaft. So the rating of that particular motor will be very large. So the size and rating of this motor, because such kind of motor is used for the n number of type of application to a different shaft mechanism. So obviously the rating of such kind of motor is obviously very high. Okay, to this shaft numbers of small machines are connected, so common shaft drives the small machine. So that will be that we have discussed. So this real number of machines or loads are connected to that particular motor by means of the shaft. Okay, the small machines are connected to the common shaft by means of multi-stepped pulleys or belt. So the connection of that particular motor and that the load or the machines may be connected by the belt, may be connected by the pulley or some of the mechanism, that a transmission mechanism. That will be the various things in concern with the group drive. Okay, so friends, let's we can understand what do you mean by the, so this will be the basically motor, maybe DC motor or AC motor depending upon the application. Okay, so in concern with that, this is called as the shaft. As we have, this will be the shaft is totally, this will be the shaft basically, this will be the shaft of your motor. So that's why such kind of drive sometime it is called as the shaft drive. So obviously in that particular shaft we are using the n number of types of application. So the first load we called as, for the driving of this motor we are using the n number of load. Now we called it as the load number 1, now we called it as the load number 2, now we called it as the load number 3. So obviously friends, suppose this mechanism is belt drive. So obviously belt drive 1, belt drive 2, and this will be the belt drive 3. So friends, as shown in figure, we have seen that the single motor, that is only one motor, maybe the rating of such motor will be the large rating motor. Such kind of large rating motors are used for the applications that is called as the machines or the loads. We called it as load. Load number 1 means single motor will driving first load, second load and third load. So this motor will driving 3 load by means of obviously what will be with the help of that particular shaft. Okay, and through that particular shaft we are using some of the drives, maybe belt drive, gear drive for your particular load. So such kind of drives are called as the group drive. Okay, so such kind of the drives are called as the group drive. So will start to discuss what are the different advantages of the group drive. So obviously a single motor of big capacity is used, so there is considerable saving in cost. So obviously friends, as shown in figure, we are using only single motor for n number of application. So the cost saving is done in concern with the group drive as compared with the individual drive. We are using a separate motor for a separate operation, so the cost is more, but in concern with the group drive, the saving in cost, that will be the first advantage of your group drive. Okay, so the second advantage, that is called as maintenance, is less, because as we have a single motor is used for the n type of application, so the maintenance cost in concern with that particular single motor is less. So that will be the second advantage of your group drive. Then the next advantage is called as efficiency and power factor is better if the motor operates at near to its rated capacity. Means what? The rating of your motor will be basically, suppose we are taking that is the rating of motor may be 440 volt, that is 10 ampere. Okay, so obviously the efficiency of such kind of motor will be large if we are using such kind of motor at its rated speed. Means we are giving the rated speed in between, that is 440 volt. So obviously the efficiency and the power factor of such kind of machine is very very large. So that will be the one of the advantage in concern with the group drive. Then the next advantage is called as if machines are overloaded, the group drive is the advantages because the overload occurring for main motor is very very less. Obviously, so the overload capacity of such kind of drive is very very advantageous because the overload occurring for main motor is very less, because we are using that is a separate or single motor which will be the use for n number of application. So obviously the overload capacity of such kind of motor will be very very large. Okay? So these are the various advantages. So let's we can understand what are the different disadvantage in concern with the group drive. So the first disadvantage in concern with the group drive is that any fault on a main motor causes the stopping of all the machines connected to the common shaft. So that will be the first disadvantage, because as we have a single motor is used for the n number of applications. So due to that, what will happen if the fault will be occurring on that particular motor, the whole process will stop. So that will be the first disadvantage of the group drive. And the second disadvantage in concern with the group drive is what? The machine has to be installed at a place which is convenient for shafting. So obviously the place of that particular machine, because a single machine is used for the n number of type of application. So that will be the machine has installed at a places which is convenient for your shafting process. So that will be the one of the disadvantage of the group drive. And the next disadvantage is obviously there is no flexibility of layout, that is the shifting of small machines from one location to other is hardly possible. So in concern with the group drive, the flexibility is not possible in concern with that particular drive. So that will be the one of the disadvantage of the group drive. So the next disadvantage, if only a few members of machines are needed to be operate, the main motor operates with very less capacity, hence efficiency and power factor is very very poor. So what will happen if we are using, obviously in concern with the group drive, a single motor is used for the n number of type of application. If you want to drive a load, that is suppose we are connecting two load, that is first and second load to your motor. So obviously at that time what will happen, if you want to operate only a second load, then obviously first load is not in use. But in concern with that, due to the connection of the single shaft to the all system, the efficiency of such kind of machine, because the rating of that particular motor is 440 volt 10 ampere, but due to the presence of that particular load, the current of that particular load will be limited to the 3 ampere maybe. So obviously due to that, the efficiency of such kind of motor and the power factor will be the less. So this will be the one of the disadvantage in concern with the group drive. So the next, that is the appearance due to the shaft pulleys are not so good. So obviously the appearance is not good and as concerned with the individual drive. Then the next disadvantage is the power wasted in power transmission, and noise is high because we are using the shaft mechanism for the power transmission. So obviously the power transmission will be very large, and due to the applications of n number of loads to the common shaft, so due to that the presence of noise is very large in concern with the group drive. Then the next point, that is called as future expansion, is hardly possible because we are using a single metros for n number of type of application. So the future expansion is hardly possible in concern with the group drive. So these are the various disadvantage in concern with the group drive. So we can understand what are the different applications. So friends, the applications of group drives are used in different types of applications. So in the industry, we are using, that is the petroleum industry. So in petroleum industry, as we have to purify the natural petrol in concern with a different mechanism. So in concern with that, we are using single motor for the n number of type of applications. So that will be the first application of the group drive. Then the second application, which is called as a chemical industry. So in chemical industry, as we have to use a single motor for the n number of type of load, because in chemical industry we are using the different mechanism for the filtration process, for the addition process, for the testing purposes. So such kind of chemical industry will prefer group drive. And the next applications of the group drive is fluid handling equipment. So in concern with the fluid handling equipment, we are preferring the group drive. So in this way, friends, we have understand what are the different applications of the group drive. So we can start the next classifications of your drive, and that is the classification which is called as the multi-motor drive. So what do you mean by the multi-motor drive? Friends, the name itself indicates its meaning. So the name of that particular drive is called as multi-motor. Okay, so what do you mean by the multi? Multi means n number of motors, means more than two motors. Okay, so it is more than two motors used for a one application. So such kind of drives are called as multi-motor drives for a particular application. Means friends, for a single application or a single load, we are using the n number of type of motor. So friends, now we can understand, if we are having the number of motors, that is motor number 1, this will be the motor number 1, this will be the motor number 2, this will be the motor number 3, that is motor number 3. So these all motors are to drive only a single load. These all motors are used to drive a single load. So such kind of drives are called as the multi-motors. Means we are using multiple number of motors, that is motor 1, motor 2 and motor 3 for a particular load applications. So basically such kind of drives are called as the multi-motor drive. Okay. So we can understand what will be the concept. So in this type of drives, a separate motors are provided for the actuating different parts of a driven mechanism. So basically such kind of load which will be having a different applications or the different mechanism for the operation. So each and every operation will require a separate motor for that particular thing to driving a single load. So such kind of drives are called as the multi-motor drive. Then the system contains several individual drives, each of which is used to operate its own mechanism. Obviously, a single motor, second motor and third motor will be driving to use a particular load. So this is called as a multi-motor drive. So as shown in figure, friends, we have seen this will be the input supply, this will be a main MCB, and this will be, we call it as the controller. So as concerned with the multi-motor drive, so friends, we have to control some of the system. Suppose we are using some of the robot, we are considered it as a robot controller. So for that particular robot controller, we have to use the n number of motors for a different applications. So as we seen that this will be the supply, that is supply maybe RYB supply, this will be the controller of robot. And basically as we seen that the n number of motors for that particular robot operation. Okay, so maybe the operations are different, but load is only one. So we are using, this will be the motor number 1, this will be the motor number 2, this will be the motor number 3, this will be the motor number 4, and this will be the motor number 5. These 5 motors are used to drive single robotics load. So these 5 motors, that is 1 motor, second motor, 3 motor, 4 motor, 5 motor, these all motors are driving to a single load. This load are called as the robot. Maybe the first motor is used for the only punching purpose. The operations are different. This is for your different, that is the operational purpose. This is for lifting purpose. This is for motion purpose. And this is for transmission purpose. So we have to drive single load of robot for different operations. We are using a separate motor for each and individual operation. So such kind of drive which will using the n number of motors, that is the motor number 1 2 3 5. So such a type of drives are called as the obviously multi-motor drive. So we can understand what are the different advantage of the multi-motor drive. So the first advantage of multi-motor drive is what? Each machine is driven by a separate motor. It can be run and stopped as desired. Obviously we are using for a separate motor for a separate operation. So the run and stop as we have decided. So that will be the advantage of the multi-motor drive. Then the next advantage, it is machines are not required, can be shut down and also replaced with the minimum of dislocation. So this will be the another advantage of your multi-motor drive. So next advantage, there is a flexibility in the installation of different machines. So obviously the flexibility is more. Okay. Then the next advantage, in the case of the motor fault, only its connected machines will stop, whereas the other will continue working undisturbed. So obviously if you are using a separate motor for a separate application for a particular load, so obviously in concern with that, if the fault will occur on a particular motor, so the connected machines will only stop, otherwise the whole work will be continue, that is the work will not be disturbed due to that particular type of multi-motor drive. Then the next type of advantage, that is the absence of belts and line shafts greatly reduces the risk of the accidents to the operating personnel. Okay, so obviously due to the absence of the belt and line shaft, because we are using a separate motor for a separate application in concern with the driving of one load, so the replacement of such belt and line shafts, so due to that the risk of the accident will be the reduced in concern with the multi-motor drive. So friends, what are the different disadvantage of the multi-motor drive? So the first disadvantage is that it will having initial cost is high. Why the initial cost is high? Because we are using the n number of motors for driving a one load. So obviously due to that the cost of that particular drive should be very large. So obviously this will be the disadvantage of the multi-motor drive. So now we can understand what are the different applications of that particular drive, which is called as the multi-motor drive. So basically multi-motor drives are used in a complicated machines tool. Complicated machines tools means a special projects machines. Then the second, that is called as traveling cranes. So for the traveling cranes we are using the n number of type of motor to travel one crane. And the third application, which is called as rolling mill. So in rolling mill obviously we are using the such kind of drive, and in paper mill also we can use such kind of the multi-motor drive. So friends, now we can understand one example in detail. So in a cranes, that is called as traveling cranes, we are using a separate motors. So the separate motors are used for, now we are taking one of the example of crane. So for sake of that particular crane we are using, suppose we are taking, this will be the crane, this will be the load which is called as the crane. So for crane we are using the n number of motors, means we are using the 3 number of motors. So this will be the motor number 1, motor number 2 and motor number 3. So this will be used to operate a single crane. So obviously the first motor, that is first motor is used for the hosting. So this first motor is used for the hosting purpose or the hosting operation. The second motor will be used for the travel, that is long travel motion, because we want to move that particular crane from one place to another place. So the second motor is used for the travel of crane, and the third is called as the cross travel motion. So this will be for your long, means if you want to move that crane for the long period, if you want to move that particular crane into a cross motion. So basically we are using the 3 motors, that is motor number 1, motor number 2 and motor number 3 for a particular application of the crane. So this will be the example of your multi-motor drive. So friends, in this way we have detailedly studied the different types of classifications of electrical drive. Such a classification is called as individual drive, group drive and multi-motor drive. Thank you.